what the board takes. For we ni kolo mi we fa kwhwe e board no so. And one board that I really love, I always say, is Montana board. Very easy to navigate, very easy to find information, very easy to read anything that you want to read over there. They even have all their upcoming events, and they are always up to date with their informations that they give. They are always up to date. They are always updated. So right now, maybe I have Board of Nursing full board meeting coming on 22nd. So that is the upcoming event, you know. Ninyina ewa hase. What you say? And then what's the name? Claudia, I haven't seen you liking the live session. Just keep tapping on your screen. I will address your question in a bit. So that is it over here. So Montana Board of Nursing, they have the continuing education over here. You go there. You can even get all the requirements of the educations that they need for you to be able to register. That one is all. I haven't even read that one, but I see it here right now. The forms that you are supposed to fill is over here. The education is right here. Education approved nursing programs within Montana that you can do and all that. If you are a CNA, they have the CNA column over here, how to become a CNA, and all that is over here. So it's very easy. Renew, apply for a license, look up a license, change address, board member application, interested party. I say everything is over here. Everything is over here. It's as easy as that. So you read on the board, and then you get to know the evaluation. That's the CES, the services that Montana Board of Nursing takes. Then you decide on it. Now, apart from the fact that you look at that on the board, we advise that if you are an internationally trained nurse and you don't have a green card in America, you either use Joseph Sinley and Associate, you use CGFNS, or you use ERIS. These are the three that we recommend for you to use. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people know WES, that's the World Education Services. And like I always mention, they are basically for students who are doing evaluation for schools. I know some boards accept them all right, but not all of them do. So you check and confirm that before you choose it. If you go to Texas Board of Nursing, you will see the evaluators that they take over there. Texas Board of Nursing takes, they take Joseph Sinley, they take CGFNS, they take IEE, they take Spantran, so a whole lot. So if you are already having your Encarta in America, you can just go through any of them, IEE, Spantran, and do your stuff. But if you don't, then we recommend that you use CGFNS, Joseph Sinley and Associates, or ERIS to do your evaluation. So that is CES. Now, what do I do if I have chosen CES? Maybe, for instance, I have chosen Joseph Sinley and Associate that they are going to do my evaluation. RN, what do I do from here? That's some of the questions that I get. So what do I do? There was a lady who came here and said she did CGFNS registration, and now CGFNS has not responded to her. She said a lot of stuff, but then she didn't even know her login details near there. So when we spoke to her, we realized that she missed the email that gave her all those details. And now she's back on track and doing her evaluation as well. Can you tell this for me, please? Thank you. So maybe you have decided, so okay, CCI, I'm going to use Joseph Sinley and Associate to do my evaluation. What next do I do? Prof, you are welcome. I'll give all of you the opportunity to talk. Let me finish the presentation. So please keep power tapping, don't stop power tapping, and listen in, take notes, and tell somebody about us. So Daddy is calling. Bye. So So what you do is you put in your application or registration to Joseph Sinley and Associate. It's very simple. You go to Joseph Sinley and Associate website. You type in JSNA. It will take you. Google will take you there, and then you tap on website. You go to the website, and then you look out for nursing. So evaluation for nursing. You go there. When you click on the evaluation for nursing, you will see everything that you need to see. Please read and read and read. Read the instructions, read what you have to do, and all of that. You will know the email to send this information to, an email to send that information to. So just read on the website to get that. Now, whenever you are ready, you turn in your application or registration, and then you pay $400. Remember, if you are in Ghana and you are using your Visa card to pay, men calculating a fenchem. As in, when I say don't calculate it fenchem, what I mean is some people do the calculation based on the dollar rate, and they have the exact money in there. It will not go through because some of the banks charge extra. In fact, the service charge on extras are a lot. They are a lot. So have at least extra like 300 or 500 cedis there. So if you calculate based on your calculation for that day, for instance, today, I just checked the dollar rate today before I came here because I was doing the maths for somebody, and it was 14.75. Just imagine every day BR is going up, every day it's going up. So 14 times 14.75. I hope I'm right, guys. Wow, check here, and so let me know the rate. If you have checked the dollar rate, you can let me know.
Can I come in here? Hello, Gloria.
Prof, Kasa.
Yeah. So anytime you are paying any money online, UCHES Kabia online, one thing you have to bear in mind is that the bank you are using, either Visa or MasterCard, hey, Rama, you are making noise. That bank, no, they also charge you for using their services. And it usually ranges from 5 to 10%. But most bank in Ghana charges 5% of every amount you are paying. So if you are paying $500, you should bear in mind that 5%, at least 5% will be added to whatever you are paying for. So let's say you are paying $500.
Okay.
So 5% will be like $25.
Okay.
So that is what. So whenever you do your calculation, just add that, and then you know. If you put it, okay, calculate that 14 cedis per paper,
Yes.
you will try, and then it won't go through.
Good. So I have had this situation. That's why, Prof, thanks for adding up and giving us the 5%. Because I've had a situation, in Nimpano, I was like, okay, I'm willing to pay for you. So just do the math and let me pay for you over here. Me yeah, math no. You know, sir, fortunately for we that we are here, they don't take any extra charges. And I make catcher, and so this is the amount. And the person was like, oh, then I will pay from my side. I said, okay, pay. And then the person kept the exact amount. So when I did the conversion right now, 14 times 14.75 times $400 is going to be 5,900 cedis. And the person kept the exact money on the card. And then I'll try it, yeah, I'm going through. They sent him email, say the money is not enough in the account. No, I buy me almost scanning in. I'm say add more money because the bank is going to charge extra for that. No, say, why would the bank charge extra? I say you are using their services for international services. They have to charge you. And Okofa be so he was presuming, let me do the math right now and see, say 5% on $400 no more math here jumano because today we are doing CES and 5% on $400 that would be hey me na me math yo ebusia for
With $20, 20.
oh yeah, it's $20. I got 20. And the $20 no times 14.75. That's 295 cedis. So you have to add 200, that's almost 300 cedis. So add
Yeah.
295 cedis to it. Now this person presumes say, oh, Ghana crown say yeah transaction number say you say 5 cedis be.
Mm.
So we'll go and add 50 cedis. Still, I'm going through. Just say, NCLEX is one process. Untimente prepare or money. And no, yes, later on, no, buy say, I think say they are taking about 20, is it 20 or $25 there about Akahuntino. Mean Chiamano na on send it, whatever that the amount I told him to send. I'm CEO, CCR, me here, Ghana bill. So if you send that money to the account I gave you, a bit dormant and it will lose value. So I don't need that money anymore. And sometimes if we are willing to do this stuff for you, yeah, I'm also soon enjoying say I will be person because whenever you pay in Ghana, you are going to pay the charges. And we make a calculation for charges because how
You
much
know,
charges are. And a mobile money crown I will send you to me. Nimpa na oko yi no. I won't bet no near idea. But we don't
yeah.
consider all that. Now I
Our
can
people,
calculate me pepe Prof Kasa.
our people always think, once ukuta the same skin color, that is what they think. They think, oh, any saw your fever, so we'll send this car. Maybe a better to maybe they call to mama no let me do it here. You know, that is how we are. We don't trust ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves, and that is the problem. Issue yeah, okay. I've encountered same thing. So me decided say me actually move yeah. Use your own card, pay your own money. I mean here's Ghana. Sometimes it's just nice to help people, but
Yeah.
they tend to take us for granted as if say yɛbɛbu nipa nyɛ sika and whatever what we are doing here cranka we won't be coming here. You look at the time over 2 hours
3 hours.
3 hours
Calculate my pay rate in
o
another.
kasa kra nneɛma ebia $30 cranka yɛ sɛn you know.
Prof, what shall I say calculate 2 hours in this
No,
country?
no, we don't appreciate free things. We think Gloria anye yi sebe sa o ya ade ama obi 10 cedis ana bibi ebeda so na ewu ebe solve a problem amount. But that is what most of them think. Hey, Rama, that is what most of them think. They think we want to cheat them, we want to dupe them, but Charlie, that is not our intention. Our main focus is to help as many as we can. If sɛ wo gyina baabi gyina no na wohu nkurɔfoɔ a yɛdupe ɔmo because of this process, the monies people are paying to nkurɔfoɔ bi a ɔmo nim process ne so koraa, it will surprise you. But when they get to you or me or Rejoice, they think, hey, afe na ɔmo bɛdi ɛyɛ agu yɛ so, and it's bad. It's really bad.
Okay, please put this one in my bag for me before that boy breaks it. Oh, sorry, Ebusiafo. Yes, Richard, machine. So, Prof, there were me, I have encountered a lot of this. Initially, I thought say I won't do it again, but I still do it for people. Yes, Remo. Yeah, I'm also soon calculating a friendship. So for now, you have done your calculation and you realize, so obetia for 5,900 for the evaluation, add the charges to it, that is 295, it's almost 300, and to all the count one you have hit 6,200 cedis and no na obetia for evaluation. It's not easy. So Ghana Pautia 6,200 cedis for just evaluation. It's not easy. But then bear in mind, say the you would reap it, and then it's going to bear a lot of fruits for you. Into which you are way, Joseph Sinley have forms. O download you forms no. Our website what you do is, okay, thank you. What you would do is you would fill that you would fill your part of the form for the school now, and then you send those forms to your school to fill their part, sign, attach your transcript and your certificate to it. Schools, that the popular schools are, yeah, they already know what to do. No, you don't suffer. But there are some schools that they don't know, they haven't done it before. So you need to get this message and let the school know exactly what they have to do. I had a lady I did a registration for, Achepa, not knowing that when the school sent the document, they left some. So the lady has forgotten that she has to follow up. Or HA Obisa board. And I said, oh, email the board. When you wrote to the board said we didn't receive everything. So those that are on watching on YouTube and on Facebook, the demonstration, you will see Joseph Senley. A lot of people ask me, say, Joseph, no, yes, spelling is saying. Let me use this opportunity and type it in the comment section. So it's Joseph Sinley. If you are on YouTube watching or you are on Facebook, you would see this is for foreign educational credential. We have the nursing forms. So Joseph Sinley and Ass's weight. This is what I just mentioned. And then you can do CGFNS as well. CGFNS. And then you can use ERIS as well. Please take notes, ERIS as well. ERIS as well, yes. So these are the three that we recommend. So we are internationally trained nurses that will be used. Mr. Now power tap it. Let me use this opportunity to answer. Is it Claudia? Claudia asked a question. Claudia, maybe answer a question. Why? I hope that you are still here. These are the platforms you should join. Oh, but don't go anywhere. For earpiece, shisha wasum, and then just relax on your bed and enjoy the learning process. As I say, there was a jot BB down one. You can go to your notes on your phone and just jot it down, or you can just take a paper and write it down. So, Claudia, after graduating BSN, can I write the NCLEX right away, or I need work experience? So, writing the NCLEX, Claudia, I hope you are still here. Let me see you. Okay, thank you very much for still being here. Advanced nurse, thank you, thank you. Baby, please put the laptop in the bag. Sorry. And yes, I never recover from. So what happens is once you graduate BSN, you can go straight ahead and write the NCLEX. Nobody is going to stop you from writing the NCLEX. So you go through the process like I am mentioning right now, and then you write the. So you can start with the evaluation. You can do all that I'm doing. Remember, this process is not 3 days process. It's not 1 week process. So what you can do is you start your rotation whenever the time is. You are going through the process as well. And you turn in your registration or application to a board of nursing. You do your evaluation and everything. And then whenever that the time comes for you to write the NCLEX, you go and write the NCLEX. Now, where the work experience criteria comes in is when you are going to get employed. Into what passing NCLEX now, ABI, you have applied for a job or you are yet to apply for a job. They ask for work experiences on your CV. You have to write a CV and then use it to apply for the job. So in doing this, that is when the work experience comes in. Now, mind you, one thing about we the Ghanaians is that we have what we call the mandatory national service or rotation that we do, and that is also work experience. The clinicals that you did in school, that is work experience. So you can put all of this on your CV and you would get a job even if you don't have any work experience. Why am I saying this? This is going to be because somebody is going to hire you, but as a new grad. New grad means say who need any work experience, and I say the 1 to 2 years work experience no more. But if you have done your rotation, so 1 year no, it is enough for you to prove yourself to the board to say you can do this, because Ghana 1 year rotation when you call 1 week 2 weeks in Kayano so when I was we need that, then you learn a lot of stuff so that you can put it on your CV, and the organization is going to hire you. The TBA organization will be hire you. So what you say? So you can start right now. What's the name? Claudia. If you have completed, you can start. Ube process now. Even if an organization hires you, before you will leave the country, you will do the last interview. So with that interview, what happens is probably you might have gained more experience working whilst waiting. So that will be considered as part of your experiences, and this even increases your pay rate. Prof, I know you did something like that when you were done and it was about time for you to come. Can you elaborate on that for us? So,
Gloria, between Ababiem.
I
Me,
may say for the experience part, when you are done with your process, I know say oh be time or sooner say oh be bar. They do a last minute interview with you, your employers, to know if there is a job gap or there is a more work experience as and that affects even your pay rate and some of the stuff.
sure.
So I
So,
want thank you.
so most often, Obeba, because yeah, because of the retrogression, after the interview series of interviews, yet if you 2.5 years count.
Okay.
So what they did was it was kind of some sort of interview, a formal interview. Oh, has there been any changes? Are you still at your unit, your current unit? What goes on there? And then they will request for your new CV or resume. So I think 3 days before Semebano, I was asked to send my new to send an updated resume. I sent my resume, and then at the other Mabano, I had almost $2 increment to my hourly rate. Based on my experience. So most of an ocha, oh yes sir, but if your process is smooth, like no retrogression and delay will be bra, I think whatever they have, especially if it is within a year, you just come in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And so, Claudia, that is it for you. So you don't have to let that hinder you from going through the process. So at advanced nurse, I want to hear from you because you came in and then you came in. It took a little bit of time for you to write your NCLEX, and then let me hear from you. How did it go with the work experience that was required? I know, said the last time you mentioned, said you had to do some home care and all that. So talk to me. How did it go?
Yeah, with the work experience, uh, my first job didn't have a problem
Okay.
because it was during COVID time, so they were just eager to employ me. But my second job wanted to use that against me,
Okay.
that I've not had enough experience in the United States.
Okay.
Yes. So that is how, yeah, they wanted to go about it. But I stood on my grounds and told them, if that is your concern, that's okay. I'm going to look elsewhere, and I appreciate their time and all that we've gone through. So that was my response to them. And
Okay.
then the HR was like, you know what, let me go back and speak to my boss and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Don't go look for another job yet, and you hear from me. So, yeah, with the work experience, some organizations or some hospitals will want to use that against you, that you've not had experience in the United States. Though I was coming with close to 9 years experience from Ghana, my second job wanted to use that against me. So basically, yeah, when it comes to the experience, that is
Okay.
it. Mhm.
So basically, no, it depends on the employer that you get.
And
All that.
Right.
some of the boards too. Say, oh yeah, board registration. When you are doing the board registration, you indicate your place of work. I mean your work experience. Some
Mhm.
of the board, when they realize that there is a gap in your work experience, for instance, the last time you had a full-time job or you had a work is more than 6 months. Arizona, for instance, will let you do some refresher program. I think after passing NCLEX, you do either 6 weeks or 12 weeks refresher program. They will assign you a hospital and then get you a supervisor. You go to that hospital and then do that refresher program with them when you have over 6 months gap in your like you're working as a nurse, as an RN.
Oh,
Prof,
Claudia.
so is it a paid refresher program?
Uh couple of people that I know, no. Uh, sometimes the hospital give you something, but it's not like
Mm,
Yetiao as an RN.
mm,
There is some form of compensation, but it's
mm.
not that. Uh, it's not like a regular pay. Maybe I say.
That's why I'm at you.
Yeah.
Okay. So please, we are talking about CES. Keep power tapping on your screen. So I think I will join here if you just join the live session. And then may try my best not to speak a lot of tree because I am Crawford, we speak a lot of tree, Dodo. So, if you just join us, we are talking about CES. The full meaning for CES is Credential Evaluation Services for NCLEX. So, which credential evaluation service do I need? We have listed them in the comment section for you to get to know. And like I mentioned, if you are already in the US and you have your documents that permit you to work, yes, that way, if you check on the board, any other one, simple and fast, just use those ones. I have had those experiences where we use just Patron for somebody. One thing I love about Patron is they have a service that permits them to, if you sign and pay, I think when I used them, I paid 1,200 cedis extra during that time. I think by then that money was about $100 or so, or I can't remember. I can check later on because he's doing something with the laptop. So that money was that me personally cannot go to my school asking for my credentials, and I didn't want to go to NMC asking for my credentials. So I'll pay you extra for you to reach out to these institutions and get it from them. That is what I did. And they did my evaluation. Within 2 weeks, my evaluation was done. So if you are in the US and you are using a board like Texas, instead of going through CGFNS, Joseph Stanley, or Nkrata, just use Fatran. You can use IEE. I know IEE is really very fast as well. And there are other ones on there that you can use. But if you are in Ghana or you are in US and you don't have document that permits you to work, we encourage you to use the three that we have listed in the comment section. And then I have gone through how to do the applications. I use Joseph Stanley as an example. So for now, you have paid your 6,200 cedis. We did the conversion depending on today's dollar rate. I think Monday it was, to see as and cover air contact me, so I keep checking the dollar. Monday it was 14.70, now it's 14.75. Before the Christmas, dollar rate was hitting 17 cedis per dollar. So as Christmas I come back now, I know by the end of January the dollar rate is going to go a little higher again. So if you want to do this, this is the time that you have to take the opportunity to do whatever you need to do and get this done once and for all. You stream me on Facebook, you stream me on YouTube. You can go in there and then watch, or you can tell somebody who doesn't have TikTok to watch it over there, and then you keep power tapping on your screen. If you have any comments, if you add any additions, if you want have any question, if you want to call in and all that, you can do that. Dorsey, I know you were trying to call in. You can do that right now as you call in. So now you get the forms for your school. You let your school fill, add your document, and mail it to Joseph Sinley and Associate. They have an email too that they can send through. And then there is a form that you will take it to NMC. You take it to NMC, and then you let them fill and attach your verification. The verification, so if you are on Facebook, you can see the forms, or if you are on YouTube, we've projected the forms over here that you can see. So application for evaluation of foreign educational credential out for Board of Nursing. So that is the form that you will use when you go to, yes, advanced nurse, yes, thank you. When you go to YouTube, you will see the forms over there. Yes, so you fill the nursing and midwifery aspect, and then you send it to NMC for them to do your verification to Joseph Stanley and Associate or CGFNS or ARES, depending on the one that you used. Once you are done, they have an email too, so you can do the online version, but some of them still insist that you send the hard copy, sorry. So once they are doing the processing your evaluation, you can send in the hard copy as well. And see, all the forms are here because I can't show it on YouTube, TikTok. Oko Facebook, you will see it. I'm projecting it right now. So Oko YouTube too, cause I'm streaming that one from the laptop. It allows me to show the forms. Obehu forms, and then that is it. Okay, Claudia, I see your question. I will address your question in a bit. Just give me a minute. I will address it. Keep power tapping on your screen. May I address your question number? Invite somebody. Tell them we are live right now. May mom late. Abra presentation. Maybe already we and so my voice will from now. It just said main chair. I'll be leaving because many kumuyi many kumuyi. So the forms are displayed over there. Then NMC will send your verification to whichever evaluator that you are using. Now, when these evaluators are done with your CES, they will send a copy to you and a copy to the Board of Nursing that you chose on your application form. That's what they do. Mind you, there is a difference in New York Board of Nursing application, because when you choose New York Board of Nursing application, you are going to use only CGFNS. That is one part. CGFNS for New York Board of Nursing does CVS for them. That way, they just send you an email that your credential evaluation is ready. You don't get a copy and you don't get to see what is on it. That is one thing. But if you are going to use Joseph Sinley and Associate and the others, Dorsey, thank you. I'll address your question. Let me finish with my presentation so that I don't forget. I will address your question. Please stay with me and keep power tapping on your screen. Now I keep looking there because I must skip your questions. Sometimes even if someone is calling in, I don't get to see. So nowadays I'm looking. I'm looking there. All right, so you get to see a copy and then get to see what was written on. Now, when they have sent this to the Board of Nursing, the Board of Nursing have the final say on what they are going to do with your document. So sometimes, for instance, CGFNS will evaluate a midwife or a mental health nurse and indicate that their academics are not equivalent to that or comparable to that of the United States nurse. When they state that, the board have the final say on what they are going to do with your document. So the board goes into the evaluation, because if you have ever seen how the evaluation is presented, all your courses that you did, it's virtually like your transcript. They evaluate it and do comparison to that of the United States. So with that, then they give a final summary of what they have seen in your credentials. I wish I could show an example, but I can't. So once they send this to the board goes through and compare these courses to the courses that they have with them. And then again, they go through and see the hours that you did with each of these courses that they have presented. And then the board have the final say to say, oh, okay, even though CGFNS says it's not comparable, to us, you qualify because per the hours, per the topics and the courses that you did, they are comparable. So the board then decides on the final say to your credential evaluations. So if it is a law or it is a requirement that you meet this before you qualify and you meet it, that's all. You are good to go. And the board accepts you. Mind you, after you have done this, the board have an other requirement that you are supposed to meet for them. For instance, if you choose a board like Pennsylvania Board of Nursing, it is mandatory for you to do child abuse identification and recording for them before they can, give you the go ahead, or they can say that you qualify to register with Pearson VUE. If you choose a board like New York, you have to write the child abuse, you have to write infection control for the board. These requirements are legal, like they are law binding, that before you can be granted access to write the NCLEX, you would have to meet this requirement. It's not just that. Some boards also request that you do a jurisprudence exam. Some boards request that you do criminal background check. The last time when the guy was here, he said, Freddie was here, he said, Massachusetts, you have to do sexual abuse course before. So this requirement, if you meet all of them, then you proceed to the next step of the way. So now today is just going to be about CES. Tomorrow we're going to discuss the boards, fine, or it depends on my state, either the boards or the financial requirements in all of this. And to know, if once you are done with your CES and everything, that means you are good to go. It takes time because some of these evaluators take like 2 months, 3 months. Mind you, if you send a request to NMC to send your verification, it takes a long time. If you send a request to your school, you grease their palms before they are able to send something to do the requested duty. But in America, you won't mean greasy Joseph Sinley and Associates Palm say omoma a comparable evaluation is not done. They won't do it to ruin their reputation. So you have to go through the process just like I have mentioned. And once your CES is out, you are good to go and start the journey. So those, please, if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. I would allow advanced nurse and processor to add a bit to what I have said. But then let me answer your question. I know Prof have answered you. Let me answer it in the verbal. I think there was a question before Dozie's question. And I'm a advanced nurse or him. Okay, so Claudia says, after passing the NCLEX and completing all the requirements for employment, can your visa be denied? Okay, I'll say my part and then I'll let my panel say their part. Now, Claudia, are you still here? Please keep tapping on your screen. Claudia, where are you? Are you here? So once you have gone through all this and then you have gotten an employer, the employer is filing an EB3 for you. So this EB3 is a signal that when you get to the United States, you already have a job pending that you are coming to do. And for that reason, you are not going to be a liability on the system, or you are not going to be and fall out of status or anything like that. So most of the time, I would say 99%, yes, your visa will be granted. Your visa can be denied on a lot of grounds too. One, probably Udiobiya Koto visa, so that the person is not your husband or your boyfriend or anything, but you have had the opportunity. So, Wakoji Obiska say, oh, Chale, Abrochibia Payo Intino, be my husband and then pay me this amount and let's go together. If you do that, then you go for the visa interview and there is a discrepancy. That means that they will separate both of you. That's what they do. Initially, you all go together, you sit together, they are interviewing you together. But if your answers are not tallying or you are not able to provide an answer, in fact, answer now the man and assume, or the answer looks a bit suspicious, what they normally do is they separate both of you. So they'll put the man in a different room, put you in a different room and ask the questions. And then probably the answers are not going to be the same. You'll be suspected. And based on that, your visa can be denied. They can even ban you. So that's one of the reasons for them to be able to deny your visa. And then again, if probably your credentials look a little bit suspicious, say bia would you be ba and answer be ba to so ye bisa akwala no bibia, maybe they might suspect say oh yeah child trafficking and all that. Apart from this criminal little stuff, even medically, no, they do the medical examination, but medically, as long as you are not disabled, I want to mean ye jumana, I was a way, no. They don't even HIV positive or whatever, they overlook all of that. Except that maybe you have a physical disability that will not permit you to work because they are granting you that visa to come and work. Apart from that, I don't think there are any reasons here deny your visa. No. It's unlike the school visa or visit visa now. Ukwa school, no, you have to prove funds, you have to prove so Babeko school, no, any idea before they give you. It's unlike that. So I hope you have understood. Advanced nurse Prof. Mo will be so Claudia. So for that question, what are some of the stuff that you think can let them deny her the EB3 visa?
Yeah, you basically said everything. If there's a little bit discrepancies in your documentation, you like you already mentioned. Yeah, I'll come and pray with you guys. You are here, you Mongo. And see, like I was saying, yeah, if there's any discrepancies or some fraudulent activities that will show in your document.
Yeah.
in your documentation, that will be the basis for their denial. But apart from that, when everything is intact, everything is genuine, you're good to go. Like you said, 99%. Yeah, you'll be granted a visa to.
Yes.
Yeah, and like you said, sometimes a lot of people, when they get a chance, they put other people on their visas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sometimes even they won't put any other person. They are, a case that I'm handling now is the husband. The husband, during 18 years ago, back in school days, he tried traveling to America with a different name.
Oh,
And
goodness God.
when they were filling the DS 260 form, it is on the form that have you used any other name before. The man, he refused to indicated
Declared
that
that.
he has
He
used.
said no.
Yes, and they went for the interview, and the husband has been denied. The main applicant, they've issued the visa. I think it was put on administrative processing, but after a while, they issued the visa. So make sure all your documents are intact. Make sure whoever you are putting on your case, you know, if the person has been to the embassy before, any of the American embassies, please state it there.
Prof,
Whether,
not even any of the American embassies. Canada and then I think UK have,
yes.
yes, they are linked together somehow. If you have taken a biometric with them, they will be able to pull your information.
So if you've come to America before, whether it was on a genuine purpose or whatever purpose, just state it. Once you state it, they will let you go through successfully. But if you want to hide it, they keep information. The man thought it's been over a decade, so the issue is dead, and they deny him, and they are looking for an attorney to, come and help them.
But
But
with this, I don't think that they will be able to because that's fraudulent, I would say.
yeah, but
Okay, did he genuinely change his name and I say,
no,
okay.
he was
Because I say, if you are not a person or do being crata and edited fine.
Bibisa.
Yes, maternity.
Yeah, but
So,
if they
and
get a really good lawyer, they can be
yeah,
able to go through it.
almost they can. I've forgotten what they said. They were looking for a lawyer. I had one for them, but the one I had said she doesn't deal with these immigration stuffs, and so she will recommend another lawyer, which we are waiting for the lawyer.
Yeah.
The man is well to do now, so please, and one of my students recently passed the NCLEX, and she was asking me the way forward, and she wanted to come and write the exams here, not knowing nipa na ɔrehwɛ process ama na ɔde B1 B2 ne bi aba no, place someone on the application as the husband, and
Place somebody else on her application.
as the husband, and
Please. The lady is married in Ghana too.
not married. She
Oh.
was a single lady, and connection man for Adeomoye. So they coach them. Bema na koye no. Homo mu coach omu nyina. Wentimi anka. And now it has eho
Say, wukuniye.
uknuni, and opase opese uyi ni padifrish. I say, hey,
Uncle filing for divorce. No, not divorce papers.
file for divorce cry Gloria, cry, higher crown. And also cry bad in a sense that every and ya na mujina some visa ko mutu kwabo. na then and ne kwana biama ode wo si wa yi na sinche
The divorce and say yeah,
they know
more treating me na
you
major
know
na.
they know our culture say divorce although now is high, but in African enya dey 16 10 times I say wow 2 years less than 2 years now was say
Right.
so the best thing is to put him on the application, but obey no follow to join now kona file man and buyer obi bebo.
And Nigel said, no, but Prof, if she doesn't divorce this person, she cannot marry legally.
Yeah, she can divorce him later, but not now. Odia gross is here. Ne process no ebe sem.
That's what I
So
keep telling people.
so
You don't
this
rush
is
and then what's
this
the
is
opportunity?
this is a free consultation for all of us. Please don't men me pabrucha banti. Obia na wo me ade na to case so anase say. Let's be cautious of the things we do. And yes, it will come back later and have a serious effect on our complications on us.
On
Yeah.
a better opportunity, I will be young.
Yes. Now the way has open end. Monsieur on fait du panembrasa, I'll say Debbie. Yeah. It's
Now,
something.
Prof, you on in Panambrasa, or be interview, man, pay us our quiet your quiet yabi.
Oh.
Oh, Ben, interview,
And
yeah,
me sure
which of her
me
children.
sure say a basic second one.
Exactly.
Me sure. And oko interview now, the focus is on the main applicant.
Oh, but definitely they will ask the dependent.
They will ask you a question about any question baby a child so I won't mean bisa.
The first one, I went to me in Yanu.
First one no, question sleeping is say yes or state so two kwanda. What to kwanda ye bisa also what to kwanda and then here now two kwakwa or see on two kwanda. What connection for we say we normal they make things look so beautiful on the application form. It is a one coach nipa ni year. Nipa ne be kono akototo apa. Into whatever the person was saying, the person was just being truthful. But the actual an application is different. What you say? So that is the problem.
That's it. Prof, okay, but Getty. Hello, Madam Getty. Yeah, when I did my extra, me name in our car, me sorry, I'm koda. Madam Getty, me pacho Casamaya, why, and I Madam Medina, then Getty pa, and I'm a boy.
Hi, Getipa.
Getty pa, please, can you unmute your mic and then speak for us? So, what mute now, Casa?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pastor Mo, what to say?
Namia Domiawiyo, now, sorry.
I don't know. Me Pastor, it is about the NCLEX.
Okay.
Me nua etroye or start the process, no, when you sponsor, JSA was Mr. Jocelyn something. Now, we start the process in the last year. Everything was going on smoothly. But now you see, I renew the re-verification again because now another year now when young call interview near when young start visa process in here. So somewhere late last year, yes, so submittee waiting for re-verification that Ghana. Unfortunately, Ghana answer re-verification and time to them. I think they sent it 2 days to 2 days after the house ne expire. And na maybe say and also obey anything.
Auntie Katie, your question, no, honestly, is not so clear to me. Sir, mete
Okay.
was yeah. Is it say or your visa for nursing certificate no na the IELTS I expire na?
Bella.
Why on your sponsorship?
So Gloria
What's
unim.
Debut.
Visa screen, visa for nurses, and person.
Na me bisa say yeah no
Visa for
person or
nurses.
na.
Enti
I
since ne IELTS expired there,
This all
she was all trouble from. And no the young say you cry. And even sometimes if the IELTS is less than a month, now who delay crowd or money. Most of the agencies recommend that your IELTS should be at least 6 months old to expiry before you submit that one, because re-evaluation, the process can delay. They have a lot of work that they are doing. Well, so tell her to write another IELTS.
And that's
Wapasi
that's the OET.
NCLEX ne din kakra.
Well, pass IELTS
oh
no.
wa
Pass
pass English no.
Yes. Nti
Wa pass.
ɔntwerɛ IELTS no na ɔnyɛ ne fast. It's unfortunate sɛ aba ne saa, but
Oh, it's rather 2 days difference. So what the can yeah no. It's the verification. Yeah, with the date we sent it. And our uncle doing time. I'm
Yeah.
sending email by say we should verify. Say I'm passing a buy within that same day now and come back far. But unfortunately, it was 2 days later.
Oh, where the AR Hussein.
I
But
pa
still now, one thing is say America no a laws and a govern America. Ain't no say emrane da ho say for English proficiency bra. And emrane so that was say English proficiency no try within 2 years a be expire. And to say I expire, the only thing on my man is our certificate in is our better for Ediaba.
yeah, Papa, Enra, you register. Our money register Enra, but I did I me and say, yeah, crop for young Casanoha. The thing was that only a couple of friends, a bit more year late to cry, they were able to send us earlier than Ono.
You have to grease their palms. I Ghana na ewo. So we name some run the day.
I asked them, oh,
Yeah, Sanet, Minia. We are not sure ye, Ocasa would dear chile French and one, and no more delay you. You see our hobo. Guy or Timoka.
aya sometimes yɛtu nkurɔfoɔ for ɔmo mfa. Me when it drew it drew me visa for nurses so no, you know. Normally, it was baby. It was a free Ghana queen. You have to grease their palm
No,
so
dear.
that they will send it fast. Because process we check. Inti yeah now sama normally be delay. I say yeah serious. Now you delay why and who this you get it. But the kwajo visa screen me pay delay biya. Grease somebody's palm, let the person send it fast. Because they can frustrate you. You have to
in fact, I am me, menu ketwa, but I am
yeah.
for the past 2 days, maintain that ye. Morgana, look at the time I'm talking. Because me dream,
Yeah,
it's not.
because I see Kasem one. And I
Yeah.
was
One,
also
Sikano Krano, no problem. But now dream all this somebody share dear trono.
and as you see, Anupono, how is it
Then
guaranteed?
what is the guarantee that you get the score?
Yes.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Meanwhile, we followed up, and I'm my said they've sent it since 10th November. No knowing that na yentro.
and this is
You follow up on my say almost send it. No, no,
Mo
yentro.
send it IELTS, you know. ne test report na ɛkɔka JSA for nsa time bɛn.
The first one there no call last year, early last year, and then last 2 years cry.
Not ɛnyɛ nursing deɛ no meka IELTS no.
I say IELTS in the plus last year, back call last year. And I'm say almost say lances, and I think every year they renew it or
They
something like
renew the
that.
license, yeah.
And
Sɛ
the Esa Wuna.
JSA ɛnsa kan license no in term before expiry ne deɛ I think engage them. Oko on website Joseph Seni ankasa email da hɔ.
Yeah, and you're sending an email.
So write an email to your evaluator, copy Joseph Seni, copy the assistant, a lead or baby refinity. Natural say the English proficiency test was sent earlier before expiry. Into the news say she had taken the test and passed way back. Maybe they will consider. Try that and let's see.
But maybe.
All right, I think
Maybe.
we'll try that.
Yeah, try that.
According to the secretary, no.
Mm-hmm.
According to the email no send no, or say wakasa na penny. Because we earlier on sent it, and it was na bibi akoso ye.
Unim.
Asan be expire no, na say she send it again.
Trauma copy Sani Patri na Makano. Joseph Seni himself, the deputy, and then the evaluator. Otra, next state say you've even recommended a lot of people to their firm, and your IELTS was sent earlier, way ahead. It was your license. You need a delay. Let's see. Who know, sometimes America one kasama Obian kasama. But it can change a lot of things. Why? Try that and let's see.
I think I'll have to follow you all, but I don't mean who. So that I'll tell him to write again. No, on copy now.
Okay. If all things fail, manentro OET. Why?
Okay. And then no cry register also no. My register also na mano.
Can register out the uncontrol IELTS may be or
Neka chen say focus on speaking pa. When you speaking in here, the rest it is speaking and then the overall score. The rest are not that EBA. So you should make sure that she get like is it 7 in speaking and overall band of 6.5 in all. I forgot.
First no cry no nya 7. Overall no cry nya 7.
Yes.
Speaking listen.
Speaking no, I think he did me now nya oye good.
Okay.
So
she
should do well with the speaking and the overall band onya 6.5. Nti on focus on honum no nya. Obenya kra nka onye that computer based one so that she will get minimum how fast how familiar she is with computer and call no because she will get no fast.
Yeah, good. I think first one cry computer based also.
Okay, then she should do that.
Auntie Getty.
Yeah.
Yes, my dear.
Why? Follow
I follow me.
Follow. Why? We see for more like my. Why?
Ma follow me back. I'm saying na okra ma follow the dada.
Oh, okay.
I followed you. Ma follow omutu na aka no. Na ade achi a meka kire no na wa follow mo nso.
Aye. Na ebia ono betimi ama good explanation so.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, I be live say ya so betimi a on be join it. Na on present the case ni ye. But then no, actually Friday nti on time working hours ewa ha say no sending email no. When I was doing my evaluation with Joseph Sinley, minya this encounter with my evaluator. The mayor and say me email Joseph Sinley and kasana me de me evaluator and also. The next day na me see yes I ready. So
Wow.
something like that. But I don't know how they are going to address this issue for you. Say IELTS na expire. Until you just try it and then on join it. So why?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll
Thank you
see
very
for
much.
that's it. That's now we like here my Akosia Papa be where are you? I have seen your questions in the comment section. Me who say what be prior ones now. Me who yeah. You can call in and then let's see because for question me who beginning no and me who last one my school added English proficiency document. Akosia Papa be where? Akosia net saying
Nyame adom o.
na process na ekɔ saying.
Ayi,
Asɛ mekae wo message wɔ me DM ma na ɛnyɛ wo a
menya send o message wɔ DM.
ba woaba live and so that
Baba
right?
like
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
2 days ago.
Okay, yeah, because I remember your name very well, but I can relate it to situation in the answer. Okay, kasa na mentie.
Nti mpatwa me deɛ no. Ma start process ni nyinaa ma evaluation board no de me evaluation ama Texas board as of October 30th.
Okay.
Yeah. But still na minya ente omo nka ma frɛ ba almost say they are still working on it nti no. But na me pese me bisa say me find say me free Ghana 2019.
Okay.
And na me buy and so me practice say me te say prof ka say so we adwuma more than 6 months I will be here we be. Na me pese me hu say after NCLEX no I was say me experience wa hands sana my pay agency ebeboa me ana say agency na be ye saa we ni na.
AJ, oba yente your voice as an question.
Hello, everybody.
AJ, you know oba yente your voice. What the shut down what side? The answer the question.
I wasn't you, Pacho. Can you please ask the question again?
Oh, no, bisa say oba ha in 2029 or 2019 or any process actually NCLEX. Or yeah, does she have to get work experience before being an employer now?
No. Did you ever work in Ghana? If you ever worked in Ghana and if you have any kind of nursing experience, you don't need a recent experience. Well, it depends on the employer. And it's
Yes.
also employer be now will say, oh, you have work experience. Just keep on applying till you find somebody who's going to take it. And you can also account for your lack of, work experience. And these people, they know. And sometimes they don't even care about your nursing experience. So long as say you've been in the workforce doing like other jobs, you can get a job. So it doesn't matter about work experience. So long as you have your nursing, here nurses. Into when your license they cry, yeah, I employ you.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So from advanced nurses experience, I'll share you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mama Kaka.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like AJ said, she rightly said, that is what it is. So, like once you are here, when you're away, license, no work experience. You don't need a work experience for you to be employed. My situation was based on the pay rates they wanted to give me.
Okay.
It's not what they really say. How we need experience for her saying we cannot give you how much the amount you are demanding. It wasn't said, oh, you don't have experience until we cannot hire you. No, it was on the pay rate and yeah, bargaining.
Okay.
Akosia, you
And
have no
I say,
problem.
no, so I think they
Ano.
pay you based on the rates. Your experience, sorry. I'm coming from. They pay you based on your experience now. And say if you are requesting for an amount of pay rate, that means that you should have an equivalent experience to match it up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can
Uh,
start you on new grad pay rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah. Akosia Papa B. Uh, you know, I found wo experience crowd back home and now ha. Adwuma bi obefa no. obey orientation amount for some time. I'm one the way a omoye omojuma wo that hospital hono. Inti you don't need that experience, no, so we gap them. What I was saying is that some of the boards, some of the nursing boards, say gap abemwa, they will let you do a refresher program. I think Texas board is not one of them. And case now presented, and so me what questions be ramping me bisa. Also, why is CGFNS 2019 and I'm a boy?
There be also about 2019.
Okay.
CGFS
Because you are on mute, me engage you kids. Hello. Because me say so CGFNS ascend them aboard no. But we free board na. I am suspecting that onyanye board registration no.
Hello.
Yeah, cause yeah.
Yeah, me patcho me wa ho.
Yeah.
Ma yeni nyina
Why a Texas board registration?
patcho ma yeni nyina
Why is
jurisprudence ni nyina. Yeah, fingerprints ni
okay,
na
why
ma
a
yeni
fingerprint
nyina.
in and almost why a piercing view registration?
Ma yeni nyina about November nim last year.
November last year. And where you my
Ni omo kasa enra nkwa omo say years for reports na so the mene ne kasa na kasa se me achem say onim onhye dan nim yie na omo twa verification from NMC na me se ni nyina aka account na omo de baaye no ho nti
Texas board
yeah
Texas board sometimes omo pese NMC and kasa so send omo report minim the ERES a year or report no omo cho say license no NMC verify. Once Texas board get that, they use it as verification from NMC Ghana. What you say? So engage them. So why engage Texas board?
Kasa ne de say we huntin we screenshot this part na ma. Yeah, hello.
Oh yes, CES and that. And now yeah, board registration so that.
Board registration no de me no May 31st.
Which year?
Last year.
2024.
Yes, 2024.
So that
na CES no starting 1st June, but final report no almost send October 30th.
Which year?
Last year, last year, yeah.
Okay, into May. Yeah. Okay. 2020. All right. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm not like Jane say yeah.
Afia chema. Yeah, afia chema.
So the best thing you can do is say I don't know what US for Texas boarding.
Oh, many o makasa enra. O se me mom 7 business days na. Afi no mehu NMC for verification say can report ni ho no.
Oh, okay.
I capture that part na ma supervisor for phone. Me mom.
Now who show that board in this one? Now who said never now present me. I'm taking it out.
My submitting ni nyina anti no my from bed 3 times so far. Almost see they are still working on it. In general, a lady nature me ama me who said they didn't see that part in the when I hear Sunday, yeah, but Omami Gina so I no say it's there, like they don't need anything from me again.
Because you only my advice I'm the man. 7 days no the amount.
Yeah.
My name pound 1 day.
My name say my name pound.
On the 6th day na from so friend last week. Omoma they say obehebe untehwe. And yes sir, ade ba ko ne say menhu obi o ma delay omuwie no. She had to pay piercing view again to get another ATT. Board ne say omu nya evidence of her piercing view payment. Although submitted ni receipt ni bibia. She had to repay and then okay, and then repay
And
and then
then, Prof, Mami Bisa, why I could say I didn't know we piercing view, no registration, no, even though even CES a crime and bar out.
Oh, na
The better
CS.
we
Na
piercing
CS.
view, no.
CS for the Sunday in the Bosumi actually crans and I may we know.
now Texas board now go ahead and sign our register with Pearson View.
No, I'm a man go ahead and can you
Oma
pursue
man
like
will go
this?
ahead. That
You
is the
have to wait.
mistake.
Yes.
Mistake a lot of
And in
people
America, but say you don't need to do piercing view registration when
who
the
are
board
buying.
has not given you they made me say the board have not cleared you.
Okay.
When you see our choir registration, you na board and then clear you don't clear. I mean, if they tell you that you need to do again, that way easier. So in
Okay.
all the time, I always advise say before I bear PSMV registration, let the board clear you. Registration is the
Yeah.
way and they go you through mount. Not catch your board and they say, oh, why your registration? Remember, wait to know our schedule. So PSMV registration is not something that you should be in a hurry to go and do at all. And
Sure.
Yeah.
it's and
Minim
I'm sure one
your
trick
boy min
about
hono so man yes sir.
next time I'm for you.
Yeah.
My mentor adeɛ baako so. Wofrɛ board na play emotional. Aha say
Yeah.
kurom ha that is adeɛ baako a emuvi ɔmo ɛno no. Play emotional that watching this is even toying on your mental health. You are getting depressed. Now play it. If you can act well. Who active saa wie pɛ wobɛte ɔmo nka. I'm saying this my year, sir. I remember my board was delaying me. My friend, to me, so 1 hour, and so my connected through. Me connected through. Wait, many way kasa or mommy any logic. Then my catcher say, can I speak to your supervisor? But the supervisor too, mommy. We will work on it. Come on, yet. Come on, yes, I may come tree. That's what my friend, and I'm sure I say me. Say, I'm losing my contract. The Oma Mamia, me hospital, and they said they are going to cancel my contract. That way, I can't even come to that state to work. And I really love to be in that state. I'm losing my mental health right now. I have been depressed for the past time. I'm more responding. All this. Into me, yes, now let me see me so oba. Then me so for a long time. On the supervisor was a wine could discuss yeah. And of mommy extension said this is their supervisor's extension. Memfra in 3 days, and I should go straight to that extension. She will pick and then talk to me. 3 days we do I'm afraid. Mandiki mo because of the extension, no, may direct to the supervisor, menene kasaye, no kashem say I should be monitoring my dashboard from that hour na menena kasano till the next business day. I did not releasing the lines samano. So do all this and see. Once they have seen your documents, it shouldn't take them long for them to give you the go ahead. Why your
Okay.
registration maybe the account is on back clear no mama or ATT. So
Okay.
don't wait for 7 days.
Okay.
Pray
And I
almost
want
in 5 days. Who pray
Okay.
or move you keep calling. I say, oh yeah, then wait to have phone bills. What's your issue? Professor Copim good response. What's it?
one advice.
Okay.
Sometimes when you are going through these challenges, we won't say book na we say usiano. What tomato ho. I made that silly mistake when I was having challenges. Maybe don't close your books.
Battery.
Yeah, English ni pa
Battery.
because as soon as this issue is resolved, you have just 75 days to take the NCLEX with Texas board.
Okay.
75 days.
Okay.
And please don't close your books. Keep learning actively. Memfen diagrokra.
Battery. That's a car.
You.
Yeah, that's it. Because your papa
Battery. Miss me that much car.
you know, before I refer in a brighter side. Why?
Mate.
Also, yeah, keep out.
Nanka mebeka no.
Keep out.
But follow mo that the last evening and be follow me.
Gloria. And then
Yes.
nanka mebeka no. CS no. Uh, process. And you be an so fine. You can read and then go and do a lot of things. But sometimes you make some mistake there, it will cost you the psychological year become. So get someone who is familiar with the process, non guide. And you keke. Said a process na enkobre. Why?
Actually, that's
You
All
all
right,
the
this is
best.
your fourth
thank
question.
you.
Please keep tapping on your screen. Yeah, that's my into no more like a live session. My see for my keep liking the live session.
Hello.
You're streaming live on YouTube. You're streaming live on Facebook. Ohene Akwaba.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so me pese me who way, right? So me wo my sister, right? Me nyake no or your bachelor's in nursing or Ghana. Right? So me pese in case you see na me who page you me who international whatever or caption like topic I'm discussing. No? And I'm saying them I mean follow because this will be an interesting, page for me. Musani say how is the process? So your bachelor's degree now, how is the process for her to come to practice nursing in America here?
Or which year right now are you say?
This year, no, they mean funny say, okay, certification, no, right? But it's your any bachelor's. It's your first
Oh,
year on the BSN, no.
certification system, certification.
Also more, I think, say Ghana, me so more that home green the credit certification in health assistant or something. This I know more diploma for no, right?
Uh-huh.
I know
Yeah,
more.
hack. That's the
Actually,
enrolled nursing.
right.
Now yeah, diploma in registered general nursing.
And to me, funny say hack no one. In TCC, no, or
Okay,
you
now
know,
you're enrolled nursing, right?
right.
No.
I know any bachelor's this year.
Okay.
Or like this year bachelor's no. I feel was started 2020 last year September, yeah.
Okay.
Until me find say I feel was started. Meaning how the process goes. They quite
All right.
like
So, or what way?
actually.
If you on steady leave, and I say on one sponsor, no, is she on steady leave?
Oh, that be in terms of financial rendering, can you problem? I just want to know the process now, right?
Maybe me and say financial way, make us say school now or kono. Is she on a steady leave?
Oh, that be
On one echo.
on one echo. On one
All
echo.
right.
She's combining work and school. Is that it?
No, she's not working.
Into our steady leave.
Or
Abaya man steady
she's
leave.
not being
All these
posted.
posts.
She's not being posted, so she decided.
And
You know,
she's
so
using the time to further her
right,
education.
right. As soon as she completed the hack not or twice. One train crown or twice a year, but BSN. No.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. So enrolled nursing, no, she doesn't qualify to write the NCLEX RN, no. It's no, the only thing that will qualify her is be a degree, no. Not all the degree, no. Degree, no, say, oh, yeah, how many years?
Oh yeah,
3 years.
3 4 years beside 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, see, oh, we are now combining the enrolled nursing certificate, that's from the school, and then the way, no, degree, no, now or the now combine it, then obetini start. For now, only, and she can write increase RN.
Okay. To me funny say that she been also oh yeah, right.
That should be so we are and I say or baby we are obetini di meme and I say obetini follow me page, no. Information changes into na main person
Go back to
meka
the brain,
yeah
no.
yes because that should be a can 2 years. For instance, echina ya ebetimi abasa maka so we obey ni say echina no masasa no obekwa akoye no the same way na meka no that would tarnish my credibility. And for now, no, the advice I can give you is on concentrate. She should perform very good in all her academics now
Academic.
or
Do
soon
they
because you will
require any
need the credentials. Say again.
do they require any like specific GPA?
And
Oh,
America says they will need the credentials. No, some
credentials.
of the boards specify GPA. Most of the boards do not. So let her just study hard,
Okay.
get the
Okay.
good grade, get a
Great.
good GPA. And
Okay.
then once she's done, and I say if she's about to be done, She can DM any of us, follow us, and then we're gonna help her start. By then, that's a process near the same. Glory be to God. So any the same so.
Nah, okay.
And yet TikTok, yeah, or YouTube, I do
Oh, YouTube.
Facebook.
And
See,
to me, really, like I'm just watching you guys from YouTube right now. To me, you
oh, that's fine.
yeah, YouTube no. Me name yeah, they. I mean, me
My YouTube
because I
near
have to.
RN Glory. You can subscribe to the
Oh,
channel.
okay. I'm glory. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so
RN
much.
Glory. Yes. Facebook's yeah, or as Glory Care Helpline. And also
Okay.
waiting yes. So we are here for her as
TikTok
long
close
as
in
she
here, so.
TikTok case no more court into no.
Because I'm in the nursing school here, but me name kwanya omode process no e be adwuma wo
Never
ha.
forget that.
Yeah,
Yes,
until
it's
them that's a
across.
panty in case they be a Dutch be no. Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually just DM us,
All right.
contact us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
TikTok case, our court into no. Yeah, bonfire say embassy, sir. The bus why you be we are on Facebook. Any
Yeah,
problem.
no. Any
Let's move.
America for omunye bibi to set TikTok in here. Yeah,
Yeah,
na.
yeah, yeah, free hand. Your best switch your account na Ghana, the main house. For keep power tapping on your screen, Miss Cheryl. That is all that you can do for me. I won't get to me. Wow, when tap on your screen, kekeswa. And also, just say your papa macho. I go say papa B. I see you liking the live session. Prof, cry no tesho. I also like it. Nina mi who. Ain't no me share more power tapping and my. Please, yeah, I'll come to you. Let me answer. Please, can a diploma nurse write NCLEX? I'm a B. Diploma nurses qualified to write the NCLEX. I'm just verbalizing it so that Obi Abeti Aaron, diploma BSN, so you qualify as well. So from diploma, that is the 3 years general nursing certificate up until maybe our person would do biano. Eddie actual what you say. Question be now there are two comment section now. Can midwives also write NCLEX? Rita, by me who's I will like a live session, and this small power tap on your screen. What happens is with the diploma midwives, and it's a bit difficult, but you can use errors to write. So, Chrome it makes it even more easier for you. Now, we're Ghana, name more than kakra, and be cautious. Some board accept, some board do not accept you, and for that reason, you have to be descriptive about your choices. And I may not say may advice, so I may advise so say a 50-50. Until wokɔ nye yi, amen kasa me kan say be yi na nye yi. It used to be very simple for midwives, mental health nurses, and all that, but Sisiano is becoming increasingly difficult. And choose to board accept midwives, not choose to evaluation services so accept midwives. So what am I say? That is it. Yaw. It is saying, I
Yeah,
said,
I'm
me
good.
who me and answer me, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Me send message be. I
Me
think say
responded,
few
yeah, and
days
answer
ago.
my responded. Me cramming
Me
kayo.
respond.
All
Yeah,
right,
na
all
me
right.
busa say. I mean, so be a carer. Oh, you care. Will the person get the opportunity? Say, obeba hono mana, and also you're not aware of that.
So, question, no, I answered that question based on the way I would describe it. You are a carer. Do you have a health nursing background?
No,
Ebia,
no.
probably a diploma nurses in Ghana. And so, on person obetro NCLEX, sorry, ILCBT near there, and na wafa so akotro or the acquire carer UK. Give me a little bit about your educational background, no.
No, I'm not a nurse. I did agriculture.
Okay.
Oh, university. Yeah.
All right.
So
Won't
maybe
mean
a
by
master's or
nursing ever has it. Oh, yeah, masters in what?
yeah, maybe a mas. No, I mean, community development. Not anything about nursing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay,
So I
enumerate
just wanted to
for
ask
me.
for my sister. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Uh, I'm person me busa, but I think say more you question no cry know that about diploma nurses.
Okay.
The fact I just wanted to ask about the fact that so be a diploma nurse or wait matter NCLEX nana. And I
Okay.
think so what they can know that. Now me busa where NCLEX no. We wait me B1 visa edi akọ US akọtwere. Is it possible?
And then the masle, you say, your friend is saying, listo was him, and then me buy in a sorry, one of our mastery. It is possible, so we bet me aji B1 the ababetro, but so benyano, and only asem no. Because presumptively, no, so all reason I would kwaji B1, they say, oh, ebia, maybe America, abetro ankles, na masamba. Now, ankles now, try if I na adiko say US, it's say all better ankles were US, they will presume so ultra we now past here. Ebia no one sayamba. It's a bit me I 50-50. Say ubenya and I say wunya. Yes, a bit me. And then sometimes they look at the fact say there is a center in Kenya. A ben. There is one in UK. A ben Ghana. There is one in South Africa. A ben Ghana. So why are you not choosing any of these centers that are close to you, and you want to go all the way to US and right? It's going to be a question that you might not be able to answer. Me wale dibiya no pekwanya by US until the ankles and then the care of said or better US. Nimpe you Ireland. Enti okwa embassy no omo hwe ne credential bibia prof meba mo hwe ne credentials ni bibia no no mo bisa and say aden na Ireland according to source I must say Ireland to London or say England is not that far. Nti aden na one register or ho say or control or na over US abetro. Now enti you question na no. No, I must say, I want a bank, you know, man of visa, no, unco register, a no control. So basically, it's going to be a question that why don't you go closer to countries now? Sisi acquired in Kenya less than one we drew, so I'm not sure, say, obey me, but a 50-50.
So I've guided Nipa 3 Omanya B1, B2, the average order. This is how we do it. You know, higher but
I don't say, oh, for ankles and then fan cost all better ankles.
ankles no na main reason. The obey say obey ready say ankles no so unya look for another ATT. Obetwen umma apply for visa no. What you say nti yemfa ne say ATT no. Yemfa ne say aka 2 weeks na expire. OATT aka 2 weeks na expire. There is no way say obinya date for South Africa. There is no way say obinya date to Kenya.
All these centers.
What you tell them, over try say we book but date available. One metron so ATT no other countries, other centers unya date. And the only country
now we na Kenya center no maybe.
Na Kenya center ni ho na nyamba. But the only country a lot of centers US. And I know me boy ankle centers near me. Me feature cities 3 women who if you be so oyen sa o ba omu bisa osi what try Kenya any adin na ayema. There is no testing date. Inti na opesa over US and now be Tron.
Prof, may say see a Kenya center no. There is a lot of dates.
Say a lot recently me bookie date mobile. But the thing is that a 2 weeks to your testing date now. Aya nkwan. Some months ahead. So you use that. Oh yes, or more grant amount.
Okay.
If you are, especially if your other documents are intact, and then you need a note. Your HR should add a note. So your staff or hospital, you know, oh yeah, it has to be genuine, and you are using your annual leave to go and take the NCLEX and those stuff. What you say? and yes, one hour call HR notice be account. So you need a note from your HR indicating that you are a staff here and you are using your annual leave to travel. So they should grant you such an opportunity. You know, sir, you director crab it to me edit note at so you know, just to help you. If you do that, oh yeah, no, sir, you will get it. But okay, say English, name going to ha, they will deny you. Wabra South Africa woho, na Kenya woho, they will deny you.
Can I please ask a question?
Fine.
Yeah.
So the people you coach, Omokoje wa Ghana. Was it a
Omoje wa
Ghana?
Ghana.
Oh,
What's it?
okay. Because I know Ghana there, because most people
Yeah,
travel
me too. I
outside.
know, say,
Yeah,
Omo Farmer,
Ghana there.
especially now
So
that there is
Omo,
Kenya
Omo,
Center. No? And then
oh,
you have to prove
what's that me
financial.
say? Me, Omo ye no, na Ghana ne, na South Africa pen a testing center.
okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then it was a risk, a calculated risk.
Risk, right.
First one year, you know, then the other two if follow up. Uh-huh.
My friend is a yeah, Christian. Over to me, I try it, knowing that, I mean, it's a risk 50-50. It is a over to
Yeah.
me, I try. But now that we have a center in Kenya, no, that is going to be the question they will ask you. Why do you want to go to US? Abra Kenya, woho.
Prof, I also want to
Okay.
ask, Oma or Momono, do they have like traveling experience? Did any of them have traveling experience?
Bako traveling experience.
Okay.
The two no money.
Okay. Because I know the embassy in Ghana, so me grandma, I was bounced at the embassy twice. First one was family visa, second one was a visit visa, and then so I was like,
Visa application we ubiane ni GDA ne mpaebɔ ɔbɔ you know
Okay, wait there. We are saying, say,
yeah.
it's
I
50
said any spiritual influences, we are talking about the facts.
Yeah,
yeah
in
no
fact, and then we say,
fact ne
yeah,
wɔ hɔ
Christy, you can give it a shot, but
yeah
with the
nipa three
Nigerian
no
visa, yeah.
nipa three no one ɛda so wɔ ha ɔbaayɛ nsɛ ɛnaano a international nurse ɛkasa mɛka kyɛn sɛ sisi mɛhu wei a Oba as visitor na ɔpaase English you can baako wɔ ha a ne deɛ no owieɛ no wanyɛ school nti wachange
And
from
then B1 to F1.
B1 to F1 ɛna sisi wasta ɔyɛ adwuma sisi wanya employer ama na file ama no ɛna school no nso ɔde wɔm na sisi ɔyɛ adwuma ti school no once a week no akɔ fam ɛno koraa ɛnyɛ nursing you know. Two na aka no ɔmo bɛdii 5 months ɔmo wie na ɔmo baa Ghana nti deɛ ɔmo nso astate ɔmo filing na ɔmo wɔ Ghana sisi but they all have 5 years with multiple entries a ɔmo bɛtumi de aba.
Okay.
That is
Ohine, please,
That's fine.
we'll say, why is there no, yeah, but why is there a comment section anymore? Why is there no center in Ghana? I was just joking, no, me can't ECG, no, Michelle. Don't take me serious. Why? They see ECG will off the light. I was just joking with you. It's it. Me bacho Rita Bajao, let Rita.
lawyer South Africa ɔmo dum light o
Oh, I'm gonna meet the Michelle.
nkurɔfoɔ bebree ɛkɔm a ɔmo nya internet ɔmo internet no ɛkate nti for 2 days ɔmo antwerɛ English ɔmo koduro nyinaa yɛma nkurɔfo ɔmo baa back ɔmo on schedule ɔmo test no ɛna ɔmo ɛbaa Ghana bɛyɛ no foforɔ.
agorɔ na medi mesrɛ mo a ma obi amfa ne serious sɛ mesi ECG ti da na obi nkɔka no baabia sɛ mesi ECG foɔ nti na there is no center in Ghana. I was just kidding.
You be
Rita anaa ɛnyɛ Rita Riti okay ɔhene kasa wa your sister ɔyɛ ready ɔbɛkasa ma yɛ.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just curious. I mean, they must have a babe. Yeah, I know, say, me, like, me, right? Me, say, my family, but in your say, brother, sister, they are nature, right? And also it takes so much time for them to come. But
Okay.
then I want her to come nanka at least obey Juma Kakra night no say we any kicking and all that I mean why okay. But I say
Inviting on B1, B2, say B1, no bet me they are inviting us on Fambra. So, yeah, no, but we no a penny baby at na.
yeah, oh I mean and also sounded good. I say me no be a casa de intia some more school semine visa sem na say I'm my idea intia someone can be busan right? Intia
Okay.
some
School is so
mhm.
I'll bet me I school applications and any idea. Na
Oh
aba. That is onya school onya what do you onya admission na she's able to prove say funding no and also bet me to ask any idea. She can use F1 to come. Tell no bet me I try.
yeah. That
Mm,
means say oh train cleans in the year, right? What train cleans in the year? Facility ne wahana sponsor. I mean, I don't even know how that works. Obe apply Juma B and also the school because over school na school na I mean obe drew her na obe baby pay Juma na say same.
This thing is new to you.
Yeah, it's new to me.
And
Like
yes, and to know
yeah,
myself following. Me wo
okay,
videos bebree, kɔhwɛ videos ni bi saa. Sisi agya Facebook deɛ na ɔhwɛ no. Kɔhwɛ videos ni bi,
alright.
educate yourself, enlighten yourself about it. I think the day before yesterday we were discussing life. Yesterday we were discuss. No, the day before yesterday,
Yeah,
life after NCLEX.
time behind I say
And the Tybra, why?
yeah, my
So,
time.
America, now.
Yeah, me Ohio.
America won't data. So, yeah, I mean, you pay monthly, you subscribe and pay. There are people that do perpetual with data, but I
No,
mean,
no, 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 no. Oh,
you
that be.
can do unlimited and pay. So, get time and just watch the videos.
Mm-hmm.
How it works is that whenever you pass the NCLEX, you'd get a CV and apply for a job in the
Oh,
US. So
okay.
once you apply for a job, an employer will then file for you. That is why it's the EB3 employment base. So we employing you to come and work here for us. That is basically it. Okay, so our Ghana and also our Hase Krana is going to be same. Advanced nurse was here when she passed her NCLEX.
Okay.
I was in Ghana when I passed my NCLEX. Professor was in Ghana when she passed. He passed. AJ di or how hard. AJ di. Although na dollar ni nyinaa hwehwɛ tree na is in gate no.
Yeah.
Share
So
them.
so I mean, you just need to get a job online, and then the employer will file for you, no matter where you are.
Makes so much
That's what
sense.
I say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has some time.
We see
Okay.
for my 2 years so senka obi na shaking it to anka obetu
Oh,
egu
that be
so.
that be. Me
And you follow yes so na like life
yeah,
session.
me follow that until that's a fan. Thank you. Bye bye.
You.
Eji menya broni ni bi ama o.
Oh, yeah.
Be ni skill.
When you with
Broni we
the
discuss so the end you broni
only
ben.
brony or your albino.
Menya broni me ka che nsa upis kapa o si on di uniska.
Yeah, well, funny lady.
Go.
I was say Oniska or Albino. What say? Ama be please. When should you apply for ATT if you are here in the US? Ama, we see yes year ready. A call board no ho board no eclair say. Okay, Sisiano, why you're ready? We've you are ready, as in say you need issue be register with Pearson View. No, I call register with Pearson View. Now, mind you, I always advise say apply for ATT depending on the board. It's going to be 3 months, 6 months. Into a board and Emma or 3 months. Not a one casa year ready. That means wait it in the expire. So in as much as we see as we are waiting and now we say oh soon until the board never clear you no, not just why you're ready. So if you are ready to write the NCLEX, we are PSN view registration new repair. Now our contact the board, no, the board will give you the ATT. Sometimes you don't even need to contact the board. It depends because most of the time, we PSNV registration now, they notify the board. But say, you can also notify the board. So why yes, so you want your ATT. Me say when I did mine, I didn't know I have to request for the ATT. So Metahwada Corona, me who say I need to notify the board. Me notify or the next day na me ATT aba. In fact, na me ready. Me I just have to use the washroom at once by force. Cause that means So it depends on the board. Some are 45 days. Some are going to be 3 months. That's 90 days. Some are going to be 6 months. So get ready as you are preparing. We'll request it for ATT now. Let's say in the next 45 to 6 months, depending on the board, or control exams. Ama be set what must. Oh, hene, we become na aye boga. Oh, hene when we become na aye boga. Yeah, me pacho we are from a panel on the count. Riti, why are you ready?
And
Okay,
Gloria,
yes.
ATT no. After board na clear no. Me to me, dear, everything lies in your hands, especially so 1 year with the board registration and so yeah. Service unye ready for the exams. Now board ni bi wo request for ATT now be no, especially Texas board 75 days. So when you're ready now 70 who sounders book no cry show. So please make sure you are test ready or somehow ready so that over request for ATT no be o request here say bibia you okay acha na ye 2 weeks ebeba board ni bebre o request here 12 hours later you get your ATT. Now Uday is now started counting. So please make sure 2025 kiki dear Gloria or dear 2 and
Wait, me kiki no way. Hey, bushra.
on 2 and
Oh, there
so
too many. Oh, almost
uh,
way too many.
make
But I say,
sure you are test ready or somehow ready so that if they give you even 90 days you will have enough time. You have enough time to prepare. What you say?
your friend is saying, I'ma be, I also what
Yeah.
yes. Riti,
Sister Gloria,
yes, hey, the way
mepacho
I come
medase.
Minister Gloria, we need more brother Ben Swante.
And there's some artists who are more born jama Bobby.
Hey, I say we need be my classmate, ni bi onim me titire bi sa no. Hey, why are they?
Ah, mepacho one some questions never be medase.
No,
Na me a midwife for Ghana. Sisi I'm a support worker over UK.
okay.
And then me person me who say was some practicing midwifery no wa sana or more metimia try and I say I can go ahead and then write it. But I was my practice my practice for almost 3 years in it. And I'm stop practicing as a midwife. No. So do I have to and I say I'm practicing wa hansa and US it me I'm mature.
Question you cry me for mama. Advance nurse ukasa ya chu.
I am a casa yache.
Kasa tunefo me ko fa nhua no mo aba. Na mo power tap me sure mo nti kasa ma no ma me na. Wo wi a na
Yeah.
prof de nkaya so so eje su bi be so so ama.
Before my can written one and may I answer written a question where I'ma be, I hope say you've been sorted out. Where say me and light on Omoka Nina, I hope say you're okay. Ritty,
What is gonna say? Be an officer would be gonna say.
oh, answer it there straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah. Ritty, what the message say? Question no mantia see I understood it to the extent say ujai midwifery practice no it's been 3 years now since you start practicing as a midwife.
But
Then and kind of the actual
and
question.
na me person me who say so me person me try NCLEX no. I was
Mm-hmm.
some practicing midwifery no where UK and I say I can go ahead. I am cover what we be am some practice it.
Midwifery nankasa the US ankasa midwifery master's program
Okay.
on it only it is yeah over US you will not practice as a midwife. Your
Okay.
closest specialty will be labor and delivery nurse.
Okay.
So that is for clarification. You see, I'll say, go ahead and start your process. Even though say also we die practicing, no, it doesn't really count.
Okay.
It starts as soon as you kind of convenient for
Okay.
midwives. Example here, Arizona Board of Nursing. If you can start using that, then once you pass your NCLEX, yeah, like I said, your closest you become an RN, registered nurse, not a midwife.
Okay.
And your closest specialty will be labor and delivery nurse.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just to add a little to what advanced nurse can. Some of the board, especially omo accepting midwives, no. For instance, Texas say, oh yeah, now we indicate so we UK. Obeka Joseph for UK license, ebra.
Oh.
So we to yeah war nyina. If you are UK and our country be na onye nurse wo you are not registered there. Now we your registration semi me physical address no me change na no Ghana address.
Okay.
And yes, they will demand that you bring a proof UK into that is why I'm taking advantage to advise you. What a support work cannot be it won't work. And I even what pass English never crano. You see in yes, I mistake with the support work and a share so UK support work and could be popular one be
Okay.
friend. Care and good. Most of the agencies no declining
Mm-hmm.
say they are not practicing nursing and kasa.
Okay.
So we see all the copy nursing job men that support work and near number so
Okay.
it can affect you in a way. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Yo, Prof, that was really informative, because, like you said, no, a lot of people have gone through it and they are stuck and they have, yeah. So, your friend saying, Riti, I hope say your answer will question no say AJ so the be back come one now or the account.
But Madam, it's been answered. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Please, me too, I have a question. Okay.
Okay, AJ. I hope say it's not about your brain.
Oh no, it's not about money, it's not about money. This one is serious.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I know a lady I did national service with. She's a midwife, and she's currently doing her BSN at Massachusetts.
In
So
what? BSN in what?
nursing, because when she tried to do the US route, and then she was informed that she can't work as a midwife. But being on your life, I know that Arizona accepts midwives. So I'm asking, I think she should be in her second year or maybe finishing up her first year. Do you think it's advisable for her to apply with Arizona and then probably move there to work, or she should just focus on doing the BSN and just get it
On
done?
krata edi eduma.
No, she came with school, so F1.
F1.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
So F1 phone, so they are allowed to work and
it depends.
Or the F1 ne buy will be here visa screen.
On na we beka tell no.
Say obey here visa screen Joseph Seni ni CGFNS. She say Joseph Seni the no cry for midwife, psych nurse. As soon as they see that no.
You're out. Okay.
CGFNS so degree and I make back who say prayer factor no. It works. Me bedroom crew my student back midwife. She had a visa screen before some mental health nurse. She also had a visa screen. Okay, Mate. Tell her, Rama. So the thing is that prayer factor no works, and then so I started school now. No need green card. Only me advise. And yes, one shot obey we visa screen number, and also another frustration. Anna yeah, some upper onshore English. Nyame na dom no pass no view school na. She can use the education na wa ha no. No, I add it to the English no. Obenya visa screen no easy.
Okay.
Into money in high school.
I don't know, but I know I'm not sure the school.
Maybe
Then I'll let you know. So you advise she completes the BSN, and so when do you think she should actually start the visa screen process? After school, Nana.
Visa screen process, Prof. Visa screen process near after we pass the NCLEX.
Okay, NCLEX. Okay.
So, oya midwife no, nkwala ne ha no. So, oya midwife no. So, or start with Arizona, or we be use errors, not the higher process. And so, all pass. Or visa for nursing certificate. And now visa screen certificate. Edia a processing immigration.
Okay.
Reception in Nema and access CGFNS.
Okay.
There only a degree in nursing and I say degree in midwifery. No, visa screen by Diamond so binya.
Okay.
And without the visa screen certificate, no immigration wouldn't go through successfully. And you know, even though I pass the NCLEX, no, what obet me I say as F1 no, more 20 hours a week to work on campus.
Oh, God.
Campus work no, meaning say health sector no benya F1 benya 20 hours ewo ho baby dia ye adwuma. Anka no de obetimi dia ne nemu owie school like omakwan a obetimi de say mama me ba prof. Mama kwan a F1 I think you have 40 hours a week, right? AJ.
I school. I think that she works as a CNA, so I think she's able to work 20 hours.
They have up to 40 hours to work. Yeah, it's unlimited.
It's 40 hours in Obenya Hospital, so obetimi de no aye adwuma. But then no say Obenya full RN EB3 visa no de aye adwuma no. This attending in a degree no we SIA evaluate so ne diploma so no mama na visa for nurse certificate no me sure mo na mo power tap ye like so me gina bibia ye wona yeah ain't no say ultimate attending in that no nya visa for nursing certificate na then she can go through immigration successfully and so EB3 in their age. Now mind you our F1 so we na say EB3 near ready. That means I was also check a different school just to be in status, right?
Yeah.
It is if our financial muscles now bit me started, but advice no said or your BSN in nursing, I don't know we know for no and no
That's what I was about saying. So she's in school doing nursing, BSN. She should complete, write her NCLEX, look for a hospital to sponsor a work permit, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Why?
Your general nurse and that the whole story will be different.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. But now she is a midwife, and we know the challenges with the midwives. Fortunately for her, she is in school doing a bachelor's program in nursing. So yeah, she should just. And fortunately too, she's a CNA too.
Yeah,
she's on the good side of life.
What do I say?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Harry Potter, keep tapping on your screen. May Babe answer our question. I'm a poma. Hey, mommy poma. That flower is so
Gloria,
I
baby
say I'm a
said
friend
the
RN
thankless
Glory.
difficult
I'm Gloria.
Hey, Obi bisa sa question ni we hu.
in the patch check Accra.
Saa, ɛna me call ye na ka kyerɛ nimpa ne sɛ ye ba ye be ansa ama no.
Mate.
Nti maame pɔma akɔ aba. Da bia
Yeah,
ɔba nyame
yeah,
nhyira wo. Enyimire bɔkɔ wo na.
yeah. Boko. Okay, actually, F1 there na me pese me so so kakra bi.
Oh, okay, fa so because ohia pa.
Okay, into for F1 no, the work authorization no, yeah, 20 hour per week
Mhm.
for term time. After
Yes.
that, no, say I'm quite there. It's unlimited work hours. I'm so no 40, but I say you can go beyond that one. And for your first year, no, on campus. We first year, you can work outside campus. Nti
Okay.
no deɛ beyond first year no, wonya hospital biara outside a wobɛtumi apply akɔ hɔ no.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
so we
that
lighting the
is
youth yan
for
kakranka.
the F1 bit. But now more ka say,
Mhm.
I think it's an advanced nurse ka say or your general nurse there, then the dynamics are a bit different. No, I
The
don't know.
dynamics for her
Missing no.
ankles, no.
And
Yes, in relation to Sanko Betro ankles, no,
any
different.
visa screen
Yes,
na kind
me patron.
The thing is that US trainee their nurses as broad general to say Ghana account general nurse, they train them, they do all aspects. Open source specialize here a masters. And yeah krum one any UK curriculum they say. Yeah, even at the entry point, you can just take a specialized area now they call. Inti so when you're general nurse now person by America, most of the boards because of our training, say I started specialization, not almost the NA masters no. Almost say masters program now the any diploma. So what credentialing companies normal can I say, hey Rama, you are making noise. Your license is not comparable to that of American license.
right.
If your license is not comparable, meaning you can't write the NCLEX. But what you say? But these credentialing companies, most of them are educationists, almost specializing in subject, or subject comparisons. They are not professional nurses. So some of the boards, when they receive the report, they review the report again, and then board bia wokɔ ɔmo ayi so ɔmbɛkyerɛw courses ɔmo pɛ geriatrics, medical and surgical nursing, obstetric and gynecology, mental health, and then I think public health. So when they see, when they see all these things on your transcript, they say, hey, although this is what the credentialing companies are saying, but we will give you the go ahead to take the exams. Hey, Nyami, you are making noise. But the board no kromo evaluation company no your reports ni they almost stated to us say this is for academic purposes or academic equivalent. But the board, the nursing board has the final decision. So you can be declined by the credentialing company, which CGFNS declines most of the specialties in Ghana, mental health, midwives, and other things. But the board, some of the boards overrule their decision and then gives most of the nurses authorization to take the exams. So
Okay.
that is that. Anything na midwives no, ebi mo farm ebi mo farm and I mind you, board no, nursing board no, omo ye adwuma no, ye change bi. Obi wa obi free different board na beba. Different board omo approve ebi a midwives and a mental health nurses. No aba no who say ebi a mo je mental health nurses. Also no, nkofo omo license ne ade no. Ene ye de enyepe. Although omo sua ade no better ne enyepe. Enti na gloss obehwa a some of the boards were initially accepting. But through time bi no go say omo nyina omo jai omo refuse midwives ne mental health nurses 1111. That so what is a board be accept here? You don't sit on otoso. Now why you intend so that you get the clearance, you write your NCLEX, you pass, and then school fees be bribino. Next wecha. What you say?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
But for a general nurse there and sir.
general nurse there opa ni GPA nye 1.2.
If I tell
Omo
you,
mana go
your body
through.
in an accept
And
1.2.
may say, oh, they don't even look at the GPA.
They do. They do.
Some of the boards,
Yes. Yes.
some they don't look at the GPA. So
Okay.
far as you have the license, they give you the go ahead and then you write. And even some of the boards even ignore license nimpo.
Oh, okay.
NMC cry bimu ignore mo. Na omaye.
Okay.
Board no be and one board doesn't decide to the other. They are all autonomous and they are on their own.
Oh, okay.
And
After Papa.
one advice before boarding, same way be jato. Oh, your midwife, oh, your mental health nurse. Na say Arizona amount license, ana Illinois amount license, Kentucky amount. Uwia, ebimo ofele se wenya license ni nti obetimi amuvi akọ ba bi opebia. Na bon so say me dey call Kentucky, me dey call Pennsylvania, me dey call her. They will decline you. And found our pass NCLEX, no, they will decline you. If Arizona gives you the permission to take the NCLEX, Illinois gives you the, please make sure you look for employment within that state.
Okay.
Unya be remove now we Juma 2-3 years. When you are
Are you a midwife?
Me, oh no, I'm a general nurse. I'm a
I
degree
need to
nurse.
know. I am
But
saying because I remember
honestly,
that.
my interest in this one is because well, me cousin back here. Also, and I make cousin well, North Carolina. No. The
Okay.
twin sister, your midwife. It's
No.
as a it's like you who said the bear sister. Na me try I'm also looking out for my students on my way. Like what next for them?
Okay. That's yes.
I wanted to pitch in with what Prof was saying. So I have a colleague from school who to Tennessee. So she told me, say, oh, why CGFNS and a Tennessee board no more check. So I made her transfer to New York. She got the ATT, she wrote the English, she passed.
Or a midwife.
They were a general
nurse.
degree
Okay.
nurse. She's transferring her case back to Tennessee, and guess what? Almost on IELTS.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
it's like you can't run. Even me, I was trying to apply for masters. Me apply as some most of the program I want to do. Most of the states do not accept New York residents. And they say, oh, let me try the states. New Jersey. I tried New Jersey. And I tried one Ohio. They asked me if I was educated outside the US. I said yes. They said I should write IELTS. Some of them Miss Munya is a metro. Sometimes it just won't work out. Until just what now I want to say, if you are fortunate enough, some or more acceptable, you have to stay there. You have to stay within there. Because if you move it, they'll reject you. Because their policies are very, very strict.
Advanced nurse, share your experience on Michigan. Advanced nurse will because also I think she wanted to work with Michigan. Michigan accepts say what your NCLEX area no, but your CGFNS for exams and so I can. So I mean the boards are so different, and different. In as much as we are saying it here, no, co-read on the board. go and read on the board before I obey your application. No, making sure so we're reading on the board because as Prof was saying, sometimes board way accept it. Ube no na unkwa do the kotu no na ya accept it. Ube so no be recommend board ne ma no. Na ono aka na ye nimguasie. So read on the board and be sure that the no is confirmed or not. Texas board was accepting. Mem say me na me share inside on test prof okay. I want to say I don't know say would be atum na nsenya dia prof. For midwives no di be atum na nsenya.
Three bi wɔ hɔ a meyɛ sesie may
Okay.
train for an outcome very soon. I
For
will get
Texas, right? For midwives.
Texas DNA me no it go through easily because the person had a BSN or 2 years BSN or
That's
Ghana
all diploma neso.
SO diploma and so Texas man of challenges here will
Okay.
go through successfully. But
Because
I
or the
can't
diploma nenkwaya they will reject it.
deep omo di diploma yeah first no. The challenge are not
Me pacho asa watu nsuom yente wonka bi o. Ana me nkwa na mente hello. Okay.
I mean,
Watu nsuom. And I'll be back later on because Texas initially with the diploma na yeah, they require to say what the geriatrics ebeba abesoso. And they say oti na last na woni mo bi wo school mu ho a and I say o professional prof say out here nka
yeah, metemonka.
meba ha I said they
Yes.
na wo kenya na na yente so na wo kasa na yente.
Okay. Now
Who
me
mo bi
say
wo school a
diploma no all the year most often geriatrics a challenge Emma midwives no. So what Texas board and they say obe mount 3 options. One, so why you juma wo baby why you juma wo certain what taking care of geriatric patient your hospital and your child nurse or your hospital nurse manager no should write and stamp to them say you have a clinical experience and I say school ebetro say geriatrics no was embedded in other programs out here normal city it be a medicine says now we geriatrics room and I say omobema option say kone koye geriatrics ewo school man no as Fabra, then they will give you the authorization. But most often, Omwa ya encounter such challenge no back 2020 to 2023 no. What they do they say school no chair school no so course is really way. Move to me the geriatrics na shishim. So they write to them
yeah, no mo dia
and then they give them the go ahead. Yeah. Indeed, that is this, and most minimobia Pennsylvania a decline no crowd pass that or pass it with different board and or transfer. When they deny you, when the board deny you, they use legal means to deny you. Hence, you can challenge them. So when himself program now, why no? Madam Fubi, I to sana mona ma ye yaman. Intina mediation. Pennsylvania for a free as a court, almost free case. I know what the lawyers back.
Is it a lady?
Say ube nimno.
It's not me,
Yes. And Okoye Oko presenting the case or chair programs they ask further questions. Now she's somehow through with the process.
Please remember she's adding a top up.
Or the top up or the course is weaker.
Or the top up and
Or the course is weaker. Lady no ka say nipa na ye a BSN. No, I wanted to tell her, say, she can even add courses now. Why you need
Yeah.
with a BSN? No, ebe cover ni deficiency no one as a midwife. No, our board be a no, the go ahead to take the NCLEX. Yeah, that is what I want to add.
Okay. Me pa chance abekwa challenge no make sure say who dey top up aba because nipa
Now
no
be behind the
Odo
ampa.
me top up ko ka ho ansa omo gi na to u ka say obi akofre court do so kofre court na ni top up u sika na ebe hye. Anyway, Prof, yeah, that's the part. Mr. Momon Power Tap Mami, this is juicy informations for free near the mamono. Harry Potter, hey, and I'm about Harry Potter says, can diploma midwives try with Arizona through CGFNS? Medical catcher and say, hey, Darby. It's a no, so don't do it. You can use Eris. We've already mentioned that. Impa no betimi use Eris but oko use CGFNS na it could be some betimi deny. Mbeka say it's not comparable. But then the board can actually Prof utigo no utekno no inti ama wateko. So for iPhone nebra na yehu say waba US jai techno no use. What you say? In fact, those are more like her. Prof, what's our joining Anna? Okay, that's right. So me kind. Prof, I don't know what techno nisa. Eh? I don't know what techno ni use.
Techno,
What iPhone?
that's some change, yeah. And
Me kind.
battery, no, I run it down. It's now say,
Ah, yeah, yes. I'm Poma, please, do you have any more questions?
go. Let mommy situate for you.
Okay, nti then na me person me busa earlier I can ho complete and say and now see wo videos on the various boards no. Ti na person me
Yes.
who say information and okay ni nyina wo emu a na me kwahwe videos na at least me who say
I have lots of video informations ni na wo.
na tena na
Informations ni
kwahwe ho no na.
bebree wokɔ YouTube a ebi gu hɔ yɛyi bi egu hɔ wokɔ TikTok so a bebree wɔ hɔ. If you have any question wetumi edi yɛ anaa ɔba live so see because I think sɛ sisi a hey obi si techno bi senior power bank you yɛ dɛ mo anyway so ɔba ha say so you can ask all of your questions as well. What you say video ne deɛ it serves as a reference for you. Now what keep it so that in case you want to refer to some informations you can do that as well.
Right.
Amabi, I saw that you have a lot of questions in the comment section, but me who baby a question is started free ni baby I end. It's no I waba show it. Now me who will like to will likes when the network class article. Yes, you name it.
My like a pound.
Me who ye me kwa quantity ade amai. It's bisa our question now our network in said anya papa.
Me person me that was for information no.
Yeah,
Na
that's
I me ko apply for ATT no. I didn't know say it dependable board no.
okay.
Me ko apply in short days. Nti me so na me prepare nti after the I had to let it go. Na me prepare nti no. Nti na me bisa say when should you apply for the ATT no?
We say we're going through process BBAV.
BAB na me call apply nti na me nim say because what say we apply we 3 months ahead.
Yeah.
Nti me say okay na 3 months ahead there na me my main apply na nti almost we apply so I check nti me ni na ka ho. Say me apply I be check. Nti na nti net me ni na prepare for. Although I was preparing but I wasn't that ready.
Okay.
Me
If you want
call
culture.
apply na yeah, because me call yeah, now after I had just 2 weeks. Date on the man, now it's about 2 weeks into me call and me say, oh, me call age, even a call is
Texas.
Texas
Until
75
mommy
G.
bisa say like and do a crowd because me try IELTS. IELTS no, umbeto be try board ben abefa.
That's a Texas board. One presented IELTS and I'll present it.
Me de na ha man present it.
And
But ha na almost so throw we a ha no mo bisa. So I was like ono oni ha say. Ono de obecho no Ghana. Auntie. Me say me dem 100 dem news so me say bisa bi o. So for me I wasn't that sure. But ono no me very
hey,
fine
now
man ono no.
American
Say
network to come from about network to me to come America too bad.
ana baby am won sa. Baby am won it.
Okay, well, questions in here too. ATT, but from by address ATT, no. O say IELTS, address amount. We are not a friend is saying. Advanced nurse, the person who tell advanced nurse or not what they are so. So advanced nurse, the patcho, men kodanja. Yeah, I'm a B person so voice. So with IELTS, I have a video on IELTS. IELTS, your English proficiency. Note to say, IELTS is not any board biana required for English proficiency. As long as your academics are in English from Ghana, no, then most of the boards accept. But some of the boards, it's a policy, it's a body IELTS, beba. And so you don't get confused now. Only IELTS, no way choose board and requested for IELTS, like you did. Texas board and requested for IELTS. Basically, no, IELTS is discussed this, I think, 4 days ago. IELTS is for immigration purposes. Say a lawyer a file amount, a hospital a file amount, so go back the English speaking country, precisely USA. You have to prove to US CIS for say you can speak English and then you can write English. Into what you do is say, obey present IELTS as part of your visa screen certificate requirement. And so on the normal. It's that is what the IELTS is for. It's not only IELTS as an English proficiency. I think the last time we talked about OET, we talked about PT, we talked about TOEIC, TOEFL, all that. And now I'm be one crata Gontomri no be.
But try boo.
Oh, who will be dear
No,
fine.
right?
Into
Me
what?
me yeah. My husband na me buy. It's
Okay.
more I one. Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, I are maybe. That's fine. And you say no
Uh,
wound. But ABI will register with Texas. Name fan is a different state, right? Not state now one. Say Drew so say obey ABI person here endorsement. Now obey Ejuma was our state. AJ was talking about that. Say Ejuma be an person they were requesting for IELTS. And say ABI endorsement fan is a Pennsylvania board. I want to now person Ejuma Pennsylvania request for IELTS. So yeah, then I was all the it all
okay.
depends. No one can't tell. Maybe a Texas, so Texas, you have declared Texas as your state, you have a compact state license near there. You are good in here, IELTS. Enti ka kyerɛ w'adamfo no sɛ
Me wɔ
IELTS
Nebraska.
wɔ Nebraska. And you know, you have to start say, okay, so
Pacha.
you're tomorrow Texas, that's fine. If you want to declare Texas as your state, now on my compact license to practice that is also fine. If not, okay, so your endorsement with Nebraska board. Now Nebraska board requested for extra document, extra IELTS, CEFABRA, and extra exams. You have to take it before you get it.
Okay.